My name is Alex. I have a Instagram and also YouTube Low Sugar Show. So thank you for taking the time for doing this interview.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We have no, half an hour time, I think.
Yep.
I saw in the list. Yeah, okay. So let's go for it. Let's start.
So I see you have, is that like a beer stein or like a,
Yes, yes, yes. It's already evening. My weekend started, so that's cool thing to drink some beer, talk about heavy metal music.
sounds good. So the first question I ask anyone that I interview is, how's everything going? Not just musically, but in your personal life as well.
Everything is fine. Finally, the summer came back to Germany. Of course, in my holidays 3 weeks ago, there was only rain and shitty weather, and it was terrible. But now we have good weather again. I have had some swimming. I just came from swimming, and yeah, everything is good, and we are very happy with the new album, of course. So both musically and personally, everything is perfect. Thank you for asking.
That's awesome. So I have to ask, how do you feel knowing that the album comes out in a little over 2 weeks?
Uh, we are very glad. It's always, I think, if a woman has a newborn child, she is glad when it's out. Because it was really a lot of pain as well and a lot of effort, and we put a lot of energy and work into the new album, and we are glad that it will be finally released in 2 weeks now. And yeah, that's great, and we love the album. We are very satisfied with the outcome, both musical and also layout is great, we think, and yeah, we hope that you like it as well.
Yeah, I listened to it the other day and I thought it was really good.
Thank
I
you.
think it might be like black thrash metal. And, since I started doing interviews, a lot of music is like that. So I'm like, my music style and what I like is definitely changing.
That's cool. Wow.
Right.
Nice to hear.
So I have to ask, what theme will fans see on this album?
Sorry, can you repeat it?
What theme will the fans see on this album?
Okay, you mean lyrical wise, what theme?
Mhm.
uh Okay. Well, in the past, we had a lot of lyrics about fantasy items, about the devil, about hell, about Satan, and fantasy stuff like that, because that is stuff from the Holy Bible. And the Holy
Mhm.
Bible is the best fantasy novel ever written. And but nowadays, we write lyrics about the real hell, and the real hell is taking place on this planet. Just look around what is going on. It's terrible.
Mhm.
It's really terrible. And that's what some lyrics are about the real hell on earth. And our singer is a very pessimistic guy. He really thinks that we are soon to kill each other, to destroy the whole world. And these are some of the topics he is singing, he is writing about on this album.
And do you agree with that?
Not all the time, because I'm the only one in the band who has children. I have two daughters, and of course, I want them to have a future. It
Yes.
would be very sad if the world is breaking down, of course. But of course, but I can't change it. I can't change it. Uh, I can only do the soundtrack to the apocalypse. It's the only thing I can do. But
Yeah.
I hope my children have a brighter future.
So you're optimistic because you want to be optimistic for your kids.
Yeah, of course, of course. Also, our singer, he loves to live his life. Of course, he is celebrating every day. He enjoys his life very much, but he's a realistic guy. And just turn on the news, what you see there, it's really, really bad.
Yeah, for sure. So, is there any song on the album that you feel personally close to or that you can relate to?
Uh, Yes, I think the title track "Kill All Idols," which is in the album, is "Kill the Idol," in the
Hmm.
singular form. I agree with that because I think, of course, kids. Returning to kids, kids of
Yeah.
course need idols. They need idols. They need somebody to look at, to learn how to behave. That they need idols to learn how the world works. But if you
Hmm.
are if you grow up, if you are in your adolescence, you have to be careful with idols, I think. And
Hmm.
if there is a message on this album with this title, it's don't believe anybody, just follow your own way in life, think for yourself, don't blindly follow some leaders, some safe proclaimed leaders or idols, no matter if they are politicians or religious leaders, they are all betrayers, they are all liars, they only want to make money out of you, and you have to think for yourself, and you have to find your own way of thinking. And this is also what I want to teach my children.
Hmm. Just to kind of think for yourself, like listen to what people are saying, but also think about it. Just don't believe them.
Yes, this is very important.
So the band has been active for a while. How do you keep your music fresh and exciting?
With beer, no. I think it's because we are still a band, a real band. We are rehearsing in our rehearsal place. We meet each other. We don't send files via the internet or something like that to
Yeah.
rehearse or to write new music. We just meet, and it's always like a family meeting. It's like, oh, it's great, and we talk a lot. We have fun. We of course drink and smoke and have fun. Then we play music, and it's always like the spirit is coming down on us, and it's great feeling. Then in the rehearsal room, and we write new songs. It's always great, and I think the most important thing is that we never did the step to a professional band. We all have
Mhm.
our regular jobs, and the band is, of course, a big hobby, a very big hobby, and very important hobby in our
Mhm.
lives. But it's not. We don't need the music to pay our bills. You understand? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main reason. We don't have to do what we do. We are not forced to release an album to earn some money or something like that. We just do it because we want to be satisfied. And I think this is why we kept the flame alive after so many years.
I just interviewed someone named Markus as well, and he said he's from Germany too, and he said beer as well. So I think there's a trend.
We are all alcoholics, that
Hey,
in Germany we have the biggest drug party every year in Munich called the Oktoberfest. You have heard about that, I think.
yes.
There are millions of people totally drunk, and that's so crazy.
People say they have a lot of fun though. I've never been, but
Yes, yes. When I wake up in hospital, sometimes the fun was not that much.
so did any of these songs challenge the band to write? Like, was there one that was just difficult to write?
Oh yes, oh yes. For the first time ever on a Disaster album, we tried to use some really extreme, yeah, let's call it war or war black or raw black metal part, with a high speed drumming as fast
Yeah.
as our drummer could play. And he really reached his boundaries, It was so hard for him to do this. Is on this track called Ash Cloud Ritual. In the beginning,
Hmm.
at the end of the song is so high speed drumming, he was nearly fainting when we
Oh
recorded.
no.
Yeah, yeah, it was really hard for him. So this was really challenging for him. Also, the first track, the opening track, Great Repulsive Force, is the title of the track. It's very fast, and he does a lot of tom fills, and watching him playing is fantastic. He's like an octopus with his tentacles everywhere, and
Yeah.
that was really great. But it was challenging for him, and he said, perhaps we don't play these songs live, please, please.
Maybe he just needs more beer and he'll be fine.
Yes, we have
That's
to give him fuel.
Was there any songs that were challenging for you?
Mm, Oh, good question. For me, uh, no, I always try to write simple riffs, simple songs with simple structures, um, because I'm not a fan of complicated song structures, I want it easy. I want to bang my head. And if the rhythm is not like this, because there's too many breaks in it, I'm losing my spirit really. So no, there was no challenging. The most important thing for me to write the album was to put all the elements we had in the past 36 years in Disaster, to put all these elements into this album, because it's album number 10. And of course, I
Hmm.
wanted to make it something special, and uh, I wanted it for every fan, that he could recognize every part of our career, and that
Hmm.
was a little bit challenging, but I think we managed it. We have speed metal, heavy metal, thrash metal, black metal, death metal. We even have punk on the album. We have war black metal for the first time on the album, so we are
Hmm.
very satisfied. Yeah.
So it sounds like you kind of combined everything into one album.
Yes, yes, that was the goal. That was our goal really for the album, and yeah, I think we did it. And the songs are very diverse. They have a
Hmm.
lot of variety, but you can always hear that this is Disaster Play. No matter if it's a punk song or a black metal song, you can listen. Oh, that's Disaster. That's cool.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Thank
So,
you.
how did the creative process go for this album? Like, how does each band member contribute to that?
Yeah, it's like always we meet, as I told you already. It's like a big party every time. But at the end, of course, we go to our instruments and we play some music. And normally I have some ideas. I came up with some riffs, and
Hmm.
our drummer joins in, plays something, and the other two guys, they say, "Yeah, that's good. Oh no, that's not that good. Just repeat this riff, leave out this riff." And so a song is written, and sometimes we just jam around.
Hmm.
I put the recording button on our little recorder, and
Yeah.
sometimes also after this jam sessions, there are some cool ideas, and we work on this. So the song Throne of Ecstasy, for example, this was created out of one of these jams. That was cool.
Yeah. So party first and then music after.
Yes.
So what was the mood like when you guys were, I guess, jamming to get the album? Was everyone like upbeat, ready to get this album put together?
Yeah, of course, it's not a day job for us. It's something special to record an album. Uh,
Hmm.
but since I think album number 7, we record at our rehearsal place. So it's kind like recording at home. We feel very comfortable. We feel like
Hmm.
being at home. We feel we are relaxed. Of course, there's a certain spirit there. And especially our drummer and our bassist always uh, has some problems recording his tracks, because he's very nervous. I don't know why.
Oh.
I don't know why, but still, after 36 years, he's nervous as hell when he has to record his bass lines. And so he was very glad when he was finishing the recordings. And yeah, on the whole, we were very satisfied with the recording stuff. Yeah.
Do you guys stand behind him and cheer him on? Like, you can do it. You can do it. You got this.
Yes, he really needs a lot of motivation, and I always promise him after you have finished it, you get a lot of beer from me.
so you so you could say, okay, do this and you get beer.
Yes, this always works. That's good.
Are there any fun stories worth sharing that happened while the album was being recorded or through any rehearsals?
In the opposite, there were some very bad stories because the guy who recorded it, he managed to delete the whole vocals.
No.
Well, yes, and our singer, he was so upset. He really wanted to. He was like, ah, I will, I will drive to him this evening. I will get a. He was really upset. It was really, that was a really bad feeling. You put so many effort into the recording, and then it is deleted. That was really a pain in the
No.
ass. But okay, perhaps because he has to do it again, he did it better than before.
Mm-hmm. So it sounded like something really bad, but it ended up being really good.
Yes, yes. I think you can listen, if you listen to the vocals on the album, it sounds a lot pissed. He was really pissed.
Good for a metal album though, right?
Yes. So perhaps this was not the worst case which happened.
Maybe it was a good session for him. I know when I'm upset, listening to heavy metal, like it makes me feel happy again. So,
Yeah.
so I have to ask, where did the idea for the album cover come from?
Our singer had a real concept for the album in his head. He already had the title, and he had an idea for the cover artwork. And perhaps you recognize it. Uh, it's an old painting. Uh, it was by an Italian painter called Caravaggio. Um, it was painted, I think, in the 16th century or something like that, many years ago. And our singer had the idea to give this old painting to Mr. Chris Moyen from France, who already
Mm-hmm.
did our Angel Whore cover. And he has a great style of painting. He has a very evil style. He already did paintings, cover artworks for Blasphemy and Beherit and all the great bands from the past. And
Mm-hmm.
we wanted something in this style, and he did it very, very good. I think I love it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely very metal. Like if you look at it, you're definitely gonna say, okay, this is a metal album. It's not like it might be, maybe not, maybe so.
Yes, yes, yes. It's very cruel, of course. And if you want, you can put any head of any idol you don't like on the cover, and you can kill him. We were just thinking about doing some gimmick like that on our homepage that everybody can upload a photo and kill his own idol.
Does this work for exes too, or just idols?
For everybody you don't like.
Yes.
Yes, also for teachers or
Yeah, I think exes is a good one too. So it's good to know it's interchangeable.
yes.
So did any current world events inspire the album at all?
Any current what?
Any current world events that's going on?
No, not any special thing. I think there's a lot of shit going on. It will never stop. The violence will never stop. Uh, no matter if it's in Europe or on any place on Earth. I think only on the Antarctica. Is it Antarctica? Yes.
Yeah.
On the South Pole, it's calm. Uh, but yeah, no, it's not special thing. Some guys saw something in our cover painting which has something to do with the Middle East or something like that, but that's not true.
Well, you never know. Antarctica can be pretty crazy. You know, they have a lot of penguins. I'm sure they have fights and brawls and stuff like that, and they don't have beer, so.
Yes. So they must be very sad and kill each other then.
So the title for the album, who in your mind is the idol or idols?
Um, you mean what kind of idol we mean?
Like in your mind, the album title Kill All Idols, who do you think is the idol or idols? Do you think it's like a particular person? Do you think it's like a place, a thing?
Ah, okay. So this is up to you. Everybody can put in his own idol. It's you can make your own interpretation. For me, for myself, I had some idols in the past I think of, which were not good idols. You know, I had some teachers at school, for example, who really were bad teachers, really bad.
Hmm.
They they were not good for us children, and we had to follow them. We had to look up to them, and that was total bullshit. And I hate things like that. And I always hope that my children uh, have it better. You know, that they are not treated like me in school. And yes, that's my idol. I want to kill my old teacher on the cover. You know.
Yeah, it also shows just how important teachers have, you know, in the role of kids growing up, and they should be more caring and sensitive about that because they help us grow up.
Yes, yes. And some guys totally fail, you know. They totally fail. They are not the right person in teaching children, you know. That's really bad. I think in Germany it's another school system which is very old-fashioned, you know. It's out of time, you know. It's from the from 200 years ago. We have a school system that's so old, and we have to change it, and there's slowly changing some things, but it's not enough.
Yeah, I think it's time for the whole world to change, honestly. We're all changing. We should all be better.
Yeah. Hopefully we should all drink more beer to get better.
So, how does this album reflect the growth musically of the band, like from the first album to this one?
Of course we developed in a way through all these years, but I think we still managed to keep the original spirit alive, you know. And as I said already, I always try to keep it simple but
Hmm.
direct. And this is the most important thing for me. Of course, especially our drummer is much better than we had drummers in the past. He's very good. He's the only real musician in the band. I wouldn't call me a musician. I'm just a fan, a heavy metal fan who sometimes grabs the guitar and tries to play some cool riffs, you know, like Mr. James Hetfield, which was my idol in the past, but I don't want to kill him. Yeah, in fact, I learned to play the guitar while I was playing the Kill 'Em All album. I was so proud when I could
Oh,
play Seek and Destroy and the Four Horsemen and songs like that, you know. That was so cool. And I was annoying my friends because the whole day long I was playing guitar, the old Metallica songs, you know, were annoyed by me. But cool time, cool time.
and for those who don't play guitar, it is, you see other people playing, but you don't realize how hard it is until you actually try. Like it's one
Yeah.
thing even sitting down and playing, and then you stand up and play, and you're like, oh, this is different. This is hard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I try to play the Ride the Lightning album or the Master of Puppets album, I also could recognize how they developed. They really become better and better, and I really came to my boundaries. I couldn't play that good, that fast. You know, the down
Mhm.
picking of Mr. Hetfield is unbelievable. He's so fast, really good. And also when I try to play some Slayer songs from Hell of Aids, In the
Hmm.
past, it was not possible for me. I was too bad. I really was too bad. Nowadays, I'm a little bit faster, but I don't want to compare with those idols. Oh, idols, I said again. Don't want to kill the Slayer guys as well.
So with your guitar playing, are you excited to, develop, I guess, more skills? So for the next album, you'll be like killer.
No, 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 no. For me, progression is a real bad word because in the past, a lot of my favorite bands, when they tried to progress, they really sucked. They really wimped out. They were not the same as before,
Yeah.
and I would advise them to change their band name because it's totally different music they produce when they progressed. So progression is not on my agenda.
Yeah. Plus it puts some pressure on you too. Like, okay, I have to get better. I have to get better. And then if you don't see what you want, you just give up.
Yeah, yeah, no, no. I don't feel any pressure.
So, little fun question. If you had to name a beer after this album, what would you call it?
I would like to name a dark beer. Yeah, I like very dark beers a lot, and yeah, I would call it the Tyrant's Brew. After our third album, Tyrants of the Netherworld, I would call it the Tyrant's Brew.
What would be the alcohol level in this beer?
I love beers with alcohol around 5.
Okay, so we have the beer, we have the alcohol level. Would it be like a bottle or would it be available only on tap?
Uh, on tap would be fantastic, of course. Bottle is okay as well, but don't like cans that much.
Yeah. Canned beers just doesn't seem right.
Yeah, yeah.
So, final question here for you. Is there anything that you would like to say to your fans who have been with you from the beginning, or anyone who's interested in listening to the album and becomes a new fan?
Uh, I really doubt that we get new fans. I don't know. Perhaps it's cool, always cool to meet young people who come to Disaster and say, "Wow, I discovered your music. I love your music. That's great." But normally the new kids they listen to some other music. I think we are old school guys. Make old school music, and yeah, of course, we love our old fans. There are some guys which follow us since our beginning. There are some guys who already bought our demo tapes. That is really cool to meet those guys again. We played in Brazil in March. It was so cool to meet all those maniacs again, which we met there when we played the first time in Brazil in 2001, I think it was, or
Hmm.
2003. I don't remember it. More than 20 years ago, and they came up with photos. Look, you look younger then, and now we look so old and stuff like that. It was so fantastic. And I want to say hello to everybody, no matter if it's a new fan or an old fan. Uh, yeah, I'm thankful that you are loyal fans, and we love you all. And we hope to meet you soon in the first row at a concert, drink a beer together, bang our heads, and have fun. Metal is blood.
I know you say you're old, but people always say the saying is old is gold, so you're good.
Oldest gold. That's the cool name. Yes.
And for anyone interested, I'll put all the links below in this video so you can pre-order and also listen to the album when it comes out on August 22nd. The album name is Kill All Idols, and there is a uh, what it looks like as well as the background that I have here. And it comes out through Metal Blade Records. So really excited for everyone to get to listen to it.
Thank you for your support. I hope you have a good evening on the rest of the day. It's midday at your time. So have a nice day. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.
Yeah. Bye
Take
bye.
care.
Nice to meet you.
You too.